Hey yo, what is going on guys? Cash and Clean here, and for today's video I just wanted to talk about how you can get yourself an empty world. Now there's a few reasons why you would want to get one. The main reason to being avoiding lag, and other reasons might vary depending on what you're trying to get basically. But you also might have people that just farm ahead of you, do dungeons that you're trying to do, and just kind of get in the way of whatever the case may be. So I'm just going to show you guys the quick way to get yourself an empty world. Now there's a couple things to look at here. When you first go into the world, you can just do /who. I talked about this in a previous video talking about different commands in Trove that you can use in the chat. And if we look at the current chat here, it says there's 17 people in this world. So they might not necessarily be right next to me. So you can't really, it's not going to be empty, even though it might look like it's empty. There's clearly 17 other people there. And if you go to their coordinates, I have a mod kind of conflicting with it, but you can kind of check it out. It's kind of weird. You can go stalk them, just find them that way. But the main point is usually you'd want to get an empty world to avoid lag, like I said previously, but it's also helpful for events or other things they want to do, just farm solo without any interruptions. And like I was talking about a little bit ago, a couple things to note. There is a world timer at the top right. I'm pretty sure this is not a mod, but if it is, then it's probably my clock plus mod, which I also have in my previous video about all the mods that I use in Trove, so you can check that out if you want to. But it should be there by default. If not, then just, I don't know, get the mod. And if you're on console, then just, switch to PC. It's pretty easy, right? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. You can just use a timer. Who really cares? So you have to wait out 15 minutes. And the reason why it's 15 minutes is because after 15 minutes, you can create a new world. Now, I don't really know the science behind all of this, and I personally don't really care. But maybe some of you guys do, so you can probably look into that. But the main point here is after 15 minutes, you can create a new world. And since you can create that new world, that means anyone else that wants to join a certain world, like, I don't know, I'm in Uber 6 right now. So after that 15 minutes of me being in this world, no one else can join this world. They would be put into a new world for Uber 6 specifically. 15 minutes has always worked for me. The idea of it is basically after that certain amount of time, so let's just say 15 minutes, because I'm pretty sure it's just 15 minutes, no one else can join your world unless they join you through your friends. But you can just do something simple like /hide, if I can spell it correctly, /hide, and you'll be offline. No one can find you online, so they can't join you like that. There's other secretive ways to joining, but I mean, I don't know, who's gonna join you? Maybe a dev? I don't know. Just don't do anything too shady. So after that being said, no one else can join your world. You're kind of free to do whatever you want to, and you're kind of stuck with whoever is in your world. So I don't know, some time has passed, you can just do /who again. There was 17 people, now there's 16, so someone left. So usually about half hour later, half the people in your world will be gone. Not guaranteed, but it's just an approximate. And then about an hour later, most of the people will be gone. And then, I don't know, like maybe 2 hours later, everyone should be gone. But, you never know with people. Sometimes they like farming certain things. They're kind of in the world for a long time. And all you have to do is just sit there AFK in the world, and sooner or later, everyone will leave. No one else can join. So you'll have the entire world to yourself, so you can do whatever you want to. Just don't do anything too shady now. And you might be wondering, you probably encountered this at some point. You probably left your game on AFK. You went to go grab some food. You, I don't know, alt-tabbed, checked out a YouTube video, or, talked to some friends. Maybe you went to go play Valorant, lose a couple comp games. You come back, and then the game says they disconnected. So in Trove, after, I think it's 15 minutes, it's kind of weird. 15 minutes is just like the common norm or something. So after that time has passed, the game will kick you for being AFK for too long, and it'll warn you a couple times throughout the thing. Your character will fall asleep. Like, actually there's a command for that. You can do that. Your character is going to look like this, and then you have like a 5-minute warning on the bottom right, and then once that time is up, you'll just get that message saying that you got disconnected. And then you'll have to reconnect, and then the chances are, if you've been in this world for a long time, you'll just be kicked out going to the hub, and you don't want that. So what you could do is use a third-party program, which, I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's illegal, or not really like illegal, but I don't think Trove allows third-party things, but you can just use a macro, but I don't know. I would just recommend every 10 minutes just coming back to the game, jumping, or just moving around doing something, and then go back to doing whatever you want to. That's what I usually do. If it's too much, then, I don't know, maybe you can create some kind of device that clicks spacebar for every, I don't know, 5 minutes. Or you can just have something pressed down. So on controller, you can have like a rubber band that has your character moving forward the entire time. So like on your analog stick. And then, I don't know, for a keyboard, you could just have like a little pressure plate. This isn't Minecraft. You could have like a little weight added thing to your W key or whatever your move forward button is, and just have your character walking forward. pretty sure that won't kick you, so you should be fine. Don't quote me on that. I'm sure someone in the comments section will have like a better idea, so I don't know, be sure to check out the comments. Maybe someone will harass me on there. And yeah, it's basically that simple. And I don't know, more time has passed, so after 10 minutes of me being in this world, so we went from 17 to 16, and now we have 14, so a couple people left. It's only 10 minutes, usually around 30 minutes, more, like half the people are gone most of the time. And I don't know, I'm in Uber 6 in the, like, I don't know, 2 a.m. Who's gonna be in Uber 6 at 2 a.m. So like, let's be real here, there's really too much to farm out here. But yeah, it's basically the idea of this. So once the time has passed, there's like, I don't know, even if there's like one other person in here, it's not the end of the world. You can bring in an alt account, you can farm, do whatever you need to, collect your shape stone, because you know that's pretty important. So I don't know, whatever you really need. There's a ton of things you can do, but the main thing is really no lag. You might get some lag if it's like a biome challenge or whatever, but even then, I don't know, you should be fine. Like, it's Trove, anything can happen. You might even crash, lose the world, it'll be gone forever. You might have to redo the entire process, and that'll be super annoying, but I don't know, it is what it is. And if you made it this far into the video, I want you guys to tell me in the comments below how often you guys crash on Trove on average per day, or per session you get on Trove. I used to play Trove a long time, but usually for my 2-hour sessions, I'll usually crash around two to three times per session. So it's not too bad. It is kind of bad, but sometimes I don't crash at all. It really depends, but let me know what you guys have. Also, if you have any input to add. I kind of did touch on this a little bit, but after the 15-minute mark, so usually when you go out to, I don't know, Uber 10 to farm U10 Levi's, after 15 minutes of you being in that world, which is usually about, if you're farming Levi's, it might be a little bit quicker than that. If you're doing a Levi farm, so after 15 minutes, you can create a new U10 world. And you can join that, and then yeah, just do your regular U10 farming for Levi's, and then after 15 minutes you can join a new one. It helps if you have alt accounts, but also if you guys are slow at farming them, maybe it takes you more than 15 minutes, so you can kind of cycle it that way. I don't know, whatever the case may be, why you might need an empty world, or why you might want to join a different world, or whatever the case may be. Hopefully this video helped at least one of you guys, because it is kind of cool. I don't know if a lot of people know about it, but I'm sure many of you guys do, and maybe some of you don't. But either way, that's going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Drop a like, subscribe if you are new to the channel, or if you're a recurring viewer, and I will talk to you all later.